Well, every year, for certain, last year when we had a terrible catastrophe that took place while we were here, every year we talk about the safety of the horses, which remains of paramount concern. And joining us now is Greg Packman, who's the general manager of Stride Safe. So what is so interesting, what you all have done is developed essentially a wearable technology that is on the horse that is measuring their biometrics. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We're a sensor and software package that measures biomechanics specifically.
We first saw that used in pro sports in the English Premier League with soccer players. Then we saw it in the NFL. We've seen it in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Have you borrowed from the experiences of other sports to develop this technology for the equine world?
I wouldn't say borrowed. There's two aspects to designing something like this. You have the sensor itself, and then the software and the algorithms that go on behind it. You can't measure an electron with a yardstick, as they say, so you have to have a sensor that's specifically designed for what you're trying to measure. The NFL, the rugby, NBA, they have a sensor that operates at about 30 cycles per second or 30 samples per second, which is nowhere near enough when you're doing a thoroughbred stride. Our sensor operates at 800 times per second, and our newest sensor is going up to 1100 times per second. And the short answer for why that is because there's just a lot of nuance in the thoroughbred stride. So if you're not sampling it at a very high rate, you're not going to capture what you need to capture.
And what are horse trainers learning through your technology that this sport maybe was not aware of 10, 20 years ago?
Well, I think the thing that we do, the biggest contribution that we make is that we are the first product that is showing the trainers and the veterinarians what's going on at 40 miles an hour. Because if you look at how horses are examined, for the Breeders' Cup or the Preakness or the Kentucky Derby, we've all seen video. The horse is jogged, it's flexed by the veterinarians. Fortunately, there's a lot of diagnostic equipment now. You have PET scanners and CAT scanners and scintigraphy. But all of those things happen at basically 1G and a very slow rate of speed. So what we contribute to the equation is that we can give them a representation of what's going on at 40 miles an hour, which has not been done before. So I would say that we do a lot for the trainers and the veterinarians, because they can evaluate things that are happening which they couldn't possibly see in the shed row.
Well, and the reason why this is so important is because the majority of catastrophic injuries, there was some pre-existing pathology, right?
Correct.
So what you are tracking essentially should have been caught before, correct?
Well, I'd say shouldn't. That's a very strong word. But what happens is there's a certain amount of sensitivity that riders have. Humans can sense things at about 8 or 9 cycles per second. So a sensor is just a lot more sensitive. The product was modeled on catastrophic injuries. So we are looking for primarily bone breaks, because as you know, I know you're into horses and everything. So
she's been shanked by
I know. We were going over that off camera.
Yes.
But horses it's very difficult for horses to heal from broken bones. They're just not like dogs or cats where they can lay by the fireplace and heal. They have to be on their feet all the time, and it's just a difficult thing. So if you're trying to save them, the most important thing is to reduce the catastrophic injuries.
Yeah.
Now, as you know, if you're into horses at all, you'll know that there's also soft tissue injuries, muscles, tendons, things like that. We can see that, but we're not really modeled for that. We're modeled to prevent catastrophic injuries. So
well, I'll tell you, it's brilliant work, and it's all, you're using it now in Kentucky. I'm assuming that it is going to be used in Maryland shortly.
Right now we're using it year-round in Kentucky. So a year ago we started using it in Kentucky. We operated all 5 Kentucky tracks, which is Churchill Downs, Keeneland, Ellis Park, Turfway, and Kentucky Downs. We are going to be going to Wyoming Downs next month. And we were at Fairgrounds this year in New Orleans.
It's
we're
really
a lot
brilliant
of
and important work. So thank you so much for joining us.
All
great.
designed
Thanks for
to make
having
horse
us.
racing a safer sport. Greg,
Yes.
we appreciate the
Thank you
visit.
very
Thank you
much.
very much. And
Thank
good luck
you,
with your
Greg.
technology.
Thank you so much.